according to his army. And the captains of his sons shall be Elishama, the son of Ammahu, and his host. And those that were numbered of them were 40,500. And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh. The captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Pedazah, and his host. And those that were numbered of them, 32,200. Then the tribe of Benjamin. The captain of the host of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gibeah, and his host. And those that were numbered of them were 35,400. And all that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 100,000 and 8,000 and 8,100 throughout their armies, and they shall go forth in their rank.
Hallelujah. So we have 108,000, like Zacchaeus has said, 108,100 men. So far we have 186,400 men from the east, with Judah being the head tribe. And then we have 151,450 men from Reuben being the head tribe in the south. And we have in the west, Ephraim as the head tribe with the Manasseh, Benjamin. We have 108,100 men. I'm going to read the last part because you had, that's it?
I'll pass on.
Okay, all right. Okay, Yashra'al.
Verse 25.
Yes.
The standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their army.
Okay, tribe of Dan on the north side.
And the captain of the children of Dan shall be Azer, the son of Ammishaddai, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 2,700. And those that encamp by him shall be the tribe of Asher. And the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pagiel, the son of Achran, and his host. And those were numbered of them were 41,500. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, the son of Enan, and his host. And those that were numbered of them were 53,400. And they that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 100,050 and 7,600. They shall go hindmost with the standard. These are those which were numbered of the children of Yashra'al by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered on the camps throughout their hosts were 600,000 and 3,550.
So y'all see that number there. So we're talking about a large army. A large army, men of 20 years old and up, that were ready to do battle and service and protect the law, statutes, commandments, and understanding the importance of the Ark of the Covenant with the Levites in the midst. And again, these stones and these banners that they had in the wilderness, all right, they lit up. They all illuminated when they were in one accord following Torah. A beautiful sight to see in the wilderness at that time, as the Father is now trying to build a house. And we had talked about this before, about when you see an Israelite following the law, statutes, commandments, you should be able to see that illumination or that light within inside of that person. And again, what the Father was actually trying to do in the wilderness, he was trying to build a house, he was trying to build a tabernacle, and the tabernacle was the nation of Yashra'al. All right, so again, this is all associated with the count. This is all associated with the count here, right? So, when did Yashra'al cross over to the land of Canaan over the Jordan? We have a few possible dates. We have dates starting from 1206. I found 1451. I found in 1406. All right? I tend to favor 1406 a little bit more over these dates here. All right? I'm going to tell you why. If you can go to 1 Kings, the 6th chapter, verse 1, and then I keep forgetting your Hebrew name, Marquis. What's your Hebrew name again? I keep forgetting. Abimelech, okay. If you can go to, you have the Sefer, but you don't have the Sefer Bible? If you go to 3 Kings, the 6th chapter, and if you can go to, Robert Wolf, if you can go to 1 Kings 6 and 1. And you can go to 3 Kings, the 6th chapter. So what you got for 6 and 1?
1 Kings 6 and 1. 1 Kings 6 and 1 says, and it came to pass in the 480th year.
That's going to be important. The 480th year, okay?
In the 480th year after the children of Yashra'al were come out of the land of Mitzrayim or Egypt, in the 4th year of Shlomo or Solomon's reign over Yashra'al, in the month Ziph, which is the 2nd month, that he began to build the house of Yahuah.
Okay, 3 Kings, anybody have it?
You mean 1 Kings 3rd chapter?
No, you read 1 Kings.
6 and 1.
Right, so, I like throwing jabs. So what's happening at Yashra'al is that they're into 3 Kings, all right? And 3 Kings lines up, because what you just read is actually the Masoretic text when we have 480. But when you read that same verse in the Septuagint, it goes like this. And it came to pass in the 440th year, not the 480th year, which is going to make all the difference in the world. Even in 3 Kings, the 6th chapter, it also says the same thing. So here you have the Septuagint, and here you have the Masoretic text. The difference between these two writings here is that the Septuagint is basically about 1,000 years older than the Masoretic text. To show you the problems that we're having with the Masoretic text is that when you read the Septuagint, when we have the 440, it is saying a whole lot more than what we have in the Masoretic text. For example, in the Septuagint it has, and it came to pass in the 440th year after the departure of the children of Yashra'al out of Mitzrayim, in the 4th year, in the 2nd month of the reign of King Solomon over Yashra'al, that the king commanded that they should take great costly stones for the foundation of the house, and hewn stones, and the men of Solomon and the men of Haram hewed the stones and laid them for a foundation. In the 4th year, he had laid the foundation of the house of Yahuah in the month Zu, in the 2nd month, in the 11th year, in the month Baal. This is the 8th month. The house was completely according to all his plans, according to all his arrangements. This was all that's written in the Septuagint. Now, if you can read 1 Kings, the 6th chapter, verse 11. Yaakov, what do you have for that? 1 Kings 6 and 11.
And the word of Yahuah came to Shalom, saying,
Right, 6 and 11. And the Septuagint, that's not there. That was added by the Masoretic text.
Wow.
Okay, so everything is going to be very important when we do this count. 1 Kings 6 and 12 is not in the Septuagint. That was added. 1 Kings 6:13, that was added. 1 Kings 6:14, that was added. 1 Kings 16:17, there's an extended version to that. Verse 18, that was not there in the Septuagint. Verse 21 was not there. Verse 32 was not there. Verse 37 was not there. Verse 38 was not there. So this changes the dynamics of how we're actually reading the scripture when we go now with the Septuagint versus the Masoretic text. And again, the reason why we're going to see what is actually happening with these two dates here. We have what we call king's calendar? The king's calendar, Solomon's calendar, is based upon 440, which is a solar count. 480, they call that an artificial count. I'm looking at it wrong way here. Here we go. It's called an artificial count, or some even have it as a lunar count. All right? So just making sure that we understand that. According to Pt5, I'm gonna write down this person's name so you can do the you can look this up. His name is Pt5. Pt5, mysterious numbers of the Hebrew kings. In 1 Kings, the 6th chapter, verse 1, and I'm leaning more towards 440 versus the 480. The fourth year of Solomon's, the year of Solomon corresponds to 966 BC. That's when Solomon began to build the temple here. So 966 plus 440. Everybody knows where I get the 440 from, right? The 440 is coming from 1 Kings, the 6th chapter in the Septuagint. Because in the Masoretic it said 480. So 966, this is when Solomon begins to build the temple. 440 that we get from the solar count in the Septuagint. We now have 6, 10, 9, 10, we have 1406. Remember I talked about before that 1406 is going to be a very important date. All right? Now what we have to also put into consideration is Israel spent how many years in the wilderness? 40, right. So minus 40, because this is BCE. And everybody knows with BCE the numbers go backwards. Right? Okay, so 1406 minus 40 gives us what? Yes, 1406 versus minus 40 is what?
1366.
13.